Well, I'm here with my good friend Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you today?
Hi Rob, thanks God, I'm good today.
Well, I'm really happy to see your face because we've been talking a lot on WhatsApp almost nonstop, but this is the first time I'm seeing your face since the war started, and I'm glad you're safe. I know you're near the border, and our One Hope team for now is very safe. So thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God, He's keeping us safe, and we see as people, some people are leaving Ukraine, but many people, especially Christian ministers, they are choosing to stay and to serve the society. So that's really good.
Well, we appreciate your bravery in this moment. Tell us, One Hope's main focus is on children. What does that look like right now, and what do you think is the greatest need?
How the life looks like now in Ukraine? Currently, Ukrainians do not use the names of the days, but they count days starting with the last Thursday when the full-scale invasion started. So today is day number 8, and still, till this moment, Ukrainian cities are under constant Russia air attacks from 3 sides, ground combat operations, and we have been reported that there are over 2,000 civilians that have already died, including more than 20 children. And unfortunately, that number is growing every several hours. So, nearly as 1 million people have already been forced to flee Ukraine, and they have become refugees. Several days ago, I was evacuated from Kiev after the ballistic missile hit the house in my close neighborhood. And Kiev is the city where I was born, and it is the headquarters for hundreds of Christian organizations, seminaries, and training centers. So I'm displaced, I'm invested in Ukraine, but I'm constantly thinking about how we can help those who are still in that dangerous territory. And I get the reports about air attacks at the schools, universities, hospitals, and kindergartens. And the little ones, kids, they're hiding in the bomb shelters. Others are being born even in the bomb shelters and in the subway that is also used as a bomb shelter. So the greatest need that I see right now is rescuing and caring for children. And there are many efforts by our partners to evacuate children from orphanages, rehab centers, and other institutions, and also to evacuate their foster families. Some orphanages are in Russian controlled territories, which make it really dangerous and almost impossible to evacuate them because they do not provide any green safe corridors for exit. And so the most difficult situation are children in orphanages with heavy fighting nearby. And as I see it, One Hope is dedicated to providing resources to help evacuate and serve these vulnerable ones. And another greatest challenge is moving the money, because due to this situation, banks are closed and ATM are really limited, so it is really difficult to get cash where it is most needed. But we have found solutions to provide money to our partners on the ground who need it for ministry outreaches and for children's evacuation.
Well, we know, Anna, that in situations like this, local help is the best help, and that through the network that you and the One Hope team have built over these last 30 years, that we're still in direct contact with local churches, pastors, children's leaders, Sunday school teachers that are staying there and meeting the needs of these kids and their moms as their husbands, fathers, brothers are out there fighting. We can't imagine the situation, the stress that they're under. But thank God you continue to minister in these situations, and we just want to help you every way we possibly can. So, as you said, we've found ways to get money into the country. We want to provide as much as we can. How is that money actually being used to meet the needs of these families and their kids and the orphans? Number one, for those that are staying in country, and then for those that we are helping to move towards the borders and move as refugees into the other countries.
So currently, the funds are used for covering the basic needs of those who are under attack, because those territories that are currently under Russian occupation, they lack food, they lack the necessities, especially when we talk about small children. That's the first way. The second way the money is used is to provide some transport and some really brave guys who would just get them out of the fire and drive them to the western part of Ukraine, and then help them to move across the border. And besides that, there are many needs that the church is serving to the society, not only children, because I believe that's the best way to shine brightly with good news when the church is helping those who are nearby, who are struggling. So all this money is used for helping, for reaching out, and basically for saving lives.
Well, Anna, thank you for your leadership and our other OneHope team members that have decided to stay in the country and serve the church with all of these needs. How are you also spending your time right now in ministry where you are?
So currently I am all the time on the calls with our European partners who are facing the humanitarian crisis and refugee crisis. Many Christians on other side of the border, like Poland, Romania, Moldova, they are meeting the refugees, and all the refugees are now moms with children, because men cannot leave Ukraine right now due to the new law. So they're meeting those families and they're providing them and helping them. So I'm trying to make sure they have everything they need. And especially we're also talking not about humanitarian aid, but also book distribution. Because for this moment, many people are desperate. Kids are scared for their life. They're thinking they will die soon. And they need to have some good news. They need somebody to share it with them, to share hope with them. So, for example, our partners in Moldova are now actively serving Ukrainian refugees at the Moldovan-Ukrainian border, and they share that they are overwhelmed by emotions when they see Ukrainian women and children who are suffering, because they have left everything behind to save their lives. So with tears in their eyes, the refugees share about the pain, and Christian teams, they talk to them, pray with them, feed them, provide necessities, and also provide the Bible app for kids books of hope, so that kids could learn about Jesus in such tough times and could have some hope despite the horrors of war.
Well, thank you in the midst of all of this, Anna, that you continue to serve so well. Thank you for translating our materials into the local language, into Russian, Ukrainian, and that you're able to provide these tools in the most desperate situations. You know, I grew up in Lebanon, and I was in bomb shelters as a child. And war is a lot about hurrying up and then waiting in loneliness, in stress, and really looking for hope like never before. And thank you for providing those tools, the special materials about living in crisis and living as a refugee, and those particular products and programs that you and the OneHope team have provided. I know, and now we're living in a digital age, so we're all of these refugees, I think, have smartphones, most of them, right?
Yeah, that is why we are also using digital ministry in real time to connect the hurting and searching teenagers with God's words and online missionaries. Currently, I'm training the group of Ukrainian online missionaries who would be able to get in touch with those who are hurt and provide some spiritual help. So we use the programs like Bible app for kids, What If It's True, and customized YouVersion reading plans. So these digital programs could reach children and teenagers directly on their phones, whether they're sheltering in the city bomb shelters or fleeing on the roads. And yeah, we all grow weary with all the situation, but we understand that it is not the sprint, but it is a marathon. So we should be strengthened, encouraged by God, and just keep our ministry till the end.
Well, and I know that right now, the conditions you're living in, I know you're living in the hallway of an apartment, and I'm just so proud of you. How brave you are, and we love you, and be assured that the church around the world is praying for you. You're not alone, and that we stand with you, and that God is going to use you and your team and the church in the Ukraine to bring the love of Jesus and the comfort of Jesus to your people that so desperately need his help right now. So we love you, and we're praying for you.
Thank you, Rob. We really feel your support, all your prayers. not only ministers but even our army feels that there is some spiritual support and spiritual strength. And thank you for all your encouragement, your support, your care, and your love. We feel it, and we know that we are not alone.
God bless you, Anna.
God bless you, Rob.
I know for many of you, hearing about what's going on, particularly directly from Anna, you ask, what can I do? And first of all, we can pray. And we know that prayer is powerful and that intercession actually produces results. And so we're calling on all believers just to pray and intercede right now for these things we've talked about. But you also can tangibly get involved and give so that we can get resources to the local believers on the ground to help children, their moms, the refugees, the orphans. So please give. It's very easy for you to do that. Just go to onehope.net/give, and immediately I can assure you these funds are going to be given directly to local believers on the ground that desperately need our help today. Keep praying, keep giving, and God bless you for all that you're doing to help.